Hello. In this video, I'll show you a quick and easy way to add visual representation to your table of data using Sparklines. What are Sparklines? Sparklines are tiny charts that are inserted in one cell and are used to show trends such as seasonal increase, decrease, economic cycles, highlight maximum and minimum values. For better impact, Sparklines are added right next to your data. In this file, we have the annual number of visitors to province of Ontario from 10 different countries for the years 2000 to 2017. We would like to see visually how the numbers changed throughout the years. Is there a trend upwards or downwards? Which year has been the most successful for Ontario tourism? Which year has been the lowest number, has the lowest number of visitors? I will add the Sparkline chart in column T right next to our last column of the table. And we can do it one line at a time or multiple lines at the same time. I'll demonstrate both of them. So let's click on T4 and go to Insert, and where we have our charts right next to it, we have a Sparkline group, and we will select line in this case, but we have options for column and win-loss. I'll demonstrate them later. So selecting line, we have to show the date range for the Sparkline, and we will show the date range of UK. Right, our first Sparkline is done. If we select multiple cells at the same time and we go to insert Sparkline, this time we have to define the range for all of them. So starting from France to the total in column S, clicking OK, we'll add the rest of the Sparklines. What happened is you can see these have been grouped together while this is alone. Grouping allows us to apply different formatting to all of the Sparklines at the same time, while if it's alone, it will have to be done one by one. So let's do grouping, the first one with the rest. So we'll click group, and now we can click to any of them and they will change design at the same time. Let's name this column trend, and that's our last column of the table. We can move and increase the width or make it more dramatic, maybe increase the height of the columns and make it check which way looks for you better. But now that we've created Sparklines, we have a Design tab Sparklines tool on top, and you can show different markers. You can select all markers for each of the years, but it's too overwhelming, so I won't click. You can show only the high points and the low points. You can show negative points if you have. In our table data, we don't have negative, so we don't need this. You can show first and last point, but in this case we don't need it. What else you can do with your Sparklines? You can change your color if you don't like the default from Excel, and you can change the weight. Let's make it a bit more prominent, bigger. Then we can update the colors of the markers, so each of them can be different. So for example, high point, let's go with green and leave the low point with red as it is. If we have negative, we can change add axis. In this case, we don't need it. And at the same time, we can change the maximum and minimum to be the same for all of the Sparklines, which I'll demonstrate is not helping us in this case. So I'll go back to default so we can clearly see automatically how the values have changed throughout the years. So quickly looking at the data, we can see UK, Germany, and Italy has the highest point in their first year, 2000, and you can see UK has downwards trend, while countries like India and China, Mexico, Australia, and South Korea have upwards. So the number of their tourists to Ontario increased throughout the years. Also looking at the lower points, you can easily see year 2003 was the worst year for tourism, and a portion of that is based on the SARS outbreak in Canada. Another low point year is 2013, and you can see how some of the countries have their lowest number of visitors in that year. We might decide line option is not suitable for our visual representation and might choose columns. So selecting column, this is how it will look, and the marker identifies the maximum and the minimum. You might decide this is better for you. It's pretty good showing the trend and showing which are the highest and the lowest points in your data. Win and loss is not going to work for us because we don't have negative values, but it will show you only positive and negative. So for example, if we have here minus, it will go at the bottom, so it will show as a negative value, or loss in this case will be. Let's go back to our line and change this to positive. So depending on the nature of your data and the information you're working with, you can select the most appropriate design sparklines that will fit your report. Don't forget to change the width and the height of the cells and see how that affects the change of your charts. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hope to see you again. Please like, subscribe, and share.